Hey Brobots! Today a very quick unboxing and link explain of the Maschinen Krieger Griffon. It's the third iteration of the Falke line of kits with the Maschinen Krieger property, Ma.K. This kit is special to me in that I both worked on it in the studio in Japan with Kow Yokoyama Sensei and the team, and this has become further special to me because this will be the first kit I work on now after Yokoyama-san just last week over coffee and cake, and it was good cake, bestowed upon me the privilege, the responsibility and the honor of being the international Maschinen Krieger ambassador for him. I mean, he's the only one who can do that. He owns the property. So this will be the first one that I'm bringing officially since graduating from the studio. So that's kind of cool. One more cool point I think is nifty is that this will also be the first kit that I'm doing for my new project. It's a book project, and I'm really hoping that this will be special and useful for you. Okay, bit of a long intro. Sorry about that. Let's get stuck into it. Kick off. Let's go. Hey guys, I'm going to do a quick unboxing for you of the Maschinen Krieger Griffon. It's an anti-gravity armored radar PKF.H5 BIS from the Maschinen Krieger property. And it's in scale 120, and it's a version of the Falke. And I believe this is the third iteration, and it's another one of the projects that I worked on for the genre. And this one's signed by Yokoyama-san, Kow there, 2011. The back here shows some of the details and an original paint by Yokoyama Sensei. The backstory here, as written by yours truly. I worked in the studio here for the property, and special thanks here. As you can see here in the special thanks section, there's a bunch of people who worked on it, including background details, and the sculptor, and there's old Link there, Lincoln Wright. Cool. Okay, inside we get a lot of space along with our plastic parts. One of our gags is that the box is for keeping the dust off, etc., because the box here is crazy big. The parts look like big chunks of a lobster, don't they? We've got the fuselage half. Here we have the top half of the fuselage, and it's in that special plastic that our mate Finbar likes so much. Ready? Oh yeah, can you feel? The main body, etc., including the Yakult bottle, ping pong balls for the anti-gravity system, seat engine, figure inside there, a bunch of details, and the Excimer laser cannon. Cool. Bottom half of the lobster, very nifty. Suggested paint schemes on the card and the decal sheet. And finally, the instructions are at the bottom. Now, as this is the Griffon version of the kit, it's the third iteration of the Falke, so there's a couple of little nuances. For one thing here, we can see the decals for this kit are unique and feature the Griffon, which is that mythical beast. And it also happens to be one of the advanced versions of the Spitfire, which is very popular. Very popular with all aviation guys, but in particular, Kow Yokoyama Sensei loves the Griffon and loves the Spitfire all around. That's one of the reasons he, of course, is paying a homage to the Spitfire Griffon with this version. I've got some cool ideas for a unique mashup with this decal set and some of the previous ones to make a kind of cool, unique unit. Some of the earlier paint schemes have seen a revision here to be upgraded to the Griffon. I'll quickly now show you also some of the parts that you'll need to keep an eye on to make sure if you're making an authentic cannon version of, say, the Excimer or the Griffon. It's not hugely important. It's your model. You can make it however you like. But if you're making, and one more thing I'd like to point out is that you cannot make the original, the first version of the Falke with this kit. It does not include the Gatling gun, which you would need. But what it does include are the early version of the ailerons, the control surfaces here, which you could use for either of the first version or the Excimer version. The improved electronic countermeasures pod that will be on the from the front. So I'd say the port boom on the Falke. Other parts that will change are the Exheimer laser cannon here. But also you can do the flat interceptor version. That's what this is. That will replace this part on some versions as you prefer. Also there's the, this is still included. We also call this an electronic countermeasures pod that can be included on some different versions. Then for the Exheimer, and I believe the Griffon is considered a faster, more upgraded version. That's what this side of the runner is related to. So we've got upgraded and slightly more aerodynamic. They also look a little bit more armored, don't they? Control surfaces here. An up-armored cockpit with very nifty details here. A sand filter here. And a this is very similar to the input that we would see on some of the advanced mercenary suits. It's a optical import that it gives the Falke a little bit more life too. And in the backstory we have it such that the optical inputs like this are then put straight through to the optic nerve of the pilot, giving him a better all-around view and vision. That's kind of cool. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. They're the basic differences and upgrades here for the third iteration of the Falke, the Griffon. And next up, I'll be getting into it, get on with the build, and I'll share more with you shortly. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked the video, and please consider subscribing. Big thanks to Hobbyco and Little Robot for their support and for bringing us the best brands and live events from Japan. Support local. Huge thanks to our top supporters, the epic Brobot Rocket Punch team of Ivan, Grant, Con, Jack, RJ, Mr. Tweets, Matthias, Peter, Robert, Kelso, Kevin, Derek, Dom, Nick, and Danny, and welcoming our old mate John Bias to the team. And of course, the Brobot Inner Circle, the awesome folks that make this happen. I couldn't do it without you. Always, thank you so very much. Please join us.